Nothing. For me, it's nothing, man. I not prepare myself just for Arman or someone, you know. I prepare myself for fight.
Obviously, you had prepared so much for Arman. Do you hope that that fight still comes together at some point?
No matter. Make 155. Let's go. Anyone. Just one word. It's called best fighter in the world. That's it. I'm at the pound for pound king right now. It's mean you can beat all your opponents, whatever you want.
In an unexpected twist that shook the MMA world, Islam Makhachev proved once again that he's more than just a champion. He's an unstoppable force.
He is just sensational. I mean, the kind of pressure that is on a champion to come in and take a fight against an unheralded challenger, a guy who's not supposed to win, a guy who's very dangerous and has nothing, like you said, playing with house money.
Yeah.
And to perform that way and just immediately sync up a submission.
Just hours before the fight, Arman Tsarukyan pulled out of his highly anticipated rematch against Islam Makhachev due to a back injury during his final weight cut. According to UFC CEO Dana White, Tsarukyan experienced severe back pain at 1 a.m. on fight day. In a last-minute twist, Renato Moicano stepped in to face Makhachev for the lightweight title.
Around 1 a.m. we received a call from Arman Tsarukyan, who informed us that he was experiencing significant back pain due to the injury. He feels like he is not healthy enough to compete. So, he is out of the fight. Stepping in to face Islam Makhachev for the title will be Renato Moicano.
Renato Moicano stepped in on short notice, fearless, and ready to face the most dominant lightweight in the game. The stakes were huge, the crowd buzzing, and one question echoed everywhere. Could Moicano pull off the impossible, or was Makhachev's reign unstoppable?
Money Moicano is coming for the belt. Be ready, Islam Makhachev. Tomorrow is money time. Man, I'm so happy that I got this opportunity. I have been working for this for a long time and I knew that could happen. That's why I was training 5 rounds, that I was training with a southpaw. I'm ready and tomorrow I'm going to shock the world.
The moment the cage door closed, Makhachev went straight to work. Like a predator, he closed the distance with surgical precision, shutting down Moicano's striking range instantly. Fans barely had time to settle in before Makhachev unleashed his grappling dominance. One swift, brutal takedown later, Moicano was planted on the canvas, trapped under a relentless pace with no way out.
I'm really happy. Always happy when I finish some fight in first round. No damage, no cuts. Because after the last fight, the cuts, everything like bothered me 1 month, you know. But now I feel good, you know. Nothing bothered me, nothing pain.
Moicano, a skilled Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, was no match for Makhachev's dominance. Chael Sonnen weighed in on Islam Makhachev's fight against Renato Moicano, highlighting the tough spot Moicano was in. He explained that taking the fight on short notice left Moicano unprepared for such a challenge, putting him at a clear disadvantage.
A couple of days to settle down. In all fairness, should have Moicano ever been in there for a world championship? No. Was Moicano prepared to go in there for 5 rounds? No, not according to training camp. Was he prepared to be a main event on a pay-per-view? Absolutely not. We put him in there. So should the guy that's ranked number 1 pound for pound, included in front of John Jones, be able to get rid of him in less than 5 minutes? Yes, he should. But Anthony, the fact that he did.
Anthony Smith highlighted how Islam Makhachev stayed laser-focused during the fight, showing an edge that seemed fueled by frustration or competitiveness. Smith noted that Renato Moicano brought an unpredictable, almost magical energy to the fight, but Islam handled it mentally and stayed in control. He said, "I was really impressed with Islam's focus," Smith said. He looked like he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder, like he was annoyed, and he managed to overcome that weird energy Moicano's been bringing lately. Anthony Smith praised Islam Makhachev's poise and dominance, highlighting how he turned what some might call Moicano's unpredictable energy into a non-factor. Instead of being rattled, Islam stayed laser-focused and took control, delivering a statement victory that solidified his reputation as one of the most well-rounded fighters in the division. Islam showed why he's a different level, Smith explained. Moicano's got that wild, unpredictable style, but Islam didn't just manage it, he neutralized it, and then to secure such a clean, quick submission against a high-level jiu-jitsu guy, that's next-level technical mastery. Smith emphasized that this win was more than just about skill. It was about mental strength, the ability to block out distractions and dominate under pressure. Islam Makhachev opened up about his approach to fighting a short-notice opponent, explaining that he didn't need extensive scouting to feel confident. Instead, he relied on his rigorous training, adaptability, and deep understanding of his own skill set. For Islam, the opponent's name or style didn't matter. His preparation and belief in his game plan were unshakable.
Honestly, I just watched his one fight against Jail Taylor. Because he's a southpaw, and I just watched one fight yesterday night. That's it. And because I already know what Moicano did, and I was in Brazil when he fought with my teammate Zubair Khugov, and this victory for him, dedicate for him, because that time Zubair is lost, but now I revenge.
Makhachev said, "I knew I was ready, no matter who stepped in." This mindset reflects why Islam is so dominant. He's not just physically prepared, but mentally sharp, capable of adjusting to any challenge without missing a beat. Javier Mendez praised Islam Makhachev's unmatched consistency and work ethic, pointing out that Islam isn't just a dominant champion, he's a fighting champion. Unlike others who might carefully pick their opponents or take extended breaks between fights, Makhachev stays ready, defends his title multiple times a year, and takes on all challengers without hesitation, Mendez said. He fights anyone, anytime. Some guys take years to fight once. Islam's out here fighting twice, maybe even 3 times a year. That's a real champion. Originally set to face Arman Tsarukyan, Islam instead fought Renato Moicano on short notice. Despite Moicano's confidence, Islam's precision and composure once again proved why he's the best in the division. Daniel Cormier talked about the tough challenge of fighting a last-minute replacement like Renato Moicano. He highlighted how difficult it is to face an opponent who wasn't originally planned for, especially when that opponent is a top-tier fighter. Cormier pointed out that Moicano's team had already been prepping hard for their opponent.
I am telling you, it is the most difficult thing that you could ever imagine doing. Going out there against someone you have not trained for, knowing that that person is world-class, knowing that that person's team has prepared extensively for you, because remember, Tsarukyan is from the American top team also. Takedown in the first round, control. The moment Moicano took a chance, he was able to jump on that Darce.
In the co-main event, Merab Dvalishvili took on Umar Nurmagomedov for the bantamweight title in a thrilling 5-round battle. Dvalishvili won by unanimous decision, showcasing great control despite Nurmagomedov landing more powerful strike. After the fight, Makhachev celebrated his victory but showed concern for his teammate Umar. While happy for his win, Makhachev shared a moment of sadness for Umar, showing true brotherhood. Chael Sonnen highlighted the importance of Khabib's team's strong brotherhood and how it shapes their mindset, especially during tough times. He noted that Umar Nurmagomedov's loss affected the entire team, including Islam Makhachev. Sonnen suggested that the Makhachev Moicano would face was a different version than the one who might have fought if Umar had won.
That team, and I'm talking about Khabib's team, is a real team. They're not guys that get paid to wear certain jerseys. They're a real brotherhood, and when Umar went down, that changed Makhachev. Now, is that going to bring him down too, or is that going to rise him up and make him angry? But either way, that is not the same Makhachev that Moicano would have had to deal with had Umar gotten his hand.
Islam Makhachev supported Umar Nurmagomedov after his loss, believing in his potential despite the setbacks. He encouraged Umar, saying, "Tonight wasn't his night, but he's young and hungry. He'll come back stronger and be a champion." Umar broke his hand in the first round, but fought on for 5 rounds, losing by unanimous decision. Islam expressed his belief that Umar is still young and learning, but he has the drive and capability to bounce back stronger in future fights. Islam was also supportive of Umar taking the fight despite coming off an injury, believing that the loss doesn't define his future in the sport.
He's still young. He's coming. His time is coming, I know 100%. He's gonna working more right now. He not like ready for this fight, because he come from the injury, but when UFC call him and give him the opportunity to fight for the title, he say yes, you know.
Islam Makhachev's rise in MMA has been marked by resilience, overcoming last-minute challenges, and a strong bond with his team, led by Khabib Nurmagomedov. His technical skill in both striking and grappling, combined with his unwavering mindset, has cemented his dominance and status as a true champion in the UFC lightweight division. The question remains, can anyone take him down? What do you think the future holds for him in the UFC? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates.